McDavid down low to Strome, walks in, fires and scores.
Strome and McDavid left on a 2-on-1 down low. How does that happen? McDavid out in front scores. Dylan Strome.
That's a beautiful three-way passing play.
McDavid coming in, out in front, Strome. He scored.
Dylan Strome up for Connor McDavid, right wing side, comes 1-on-2, cuts across in front of the defense, makes his move towards the goal. He scores!
An embarrassment of riches, the best way to describe Connor McDavid, the OHL MVP, and Dylan Strome, the league's leading scorer, as teammates in Erie last season. Now Ryan Rishaug is in Edmonton, where the former teammates go head-to-head in preseason action tonight. Ryan?
Gino, Connor McDavid and Dylan Strome have kept in close contact since going their separate ways and beginning their NHL journey. When you think about it, they've been through so much together, between playing for the Erie Otters and, of course, the National Hockey League entry draft, were both very, very high picks with lots of notoriety in the media. Tonight, they will face off for the first time as professionals, going toe-to-toe in NHL exhibition action.
Nice to see him. We didn't really talk too much that summer. We talked a little bit, but when you see a guy for about 200 straight days, I think you need a little break from him. So no, we're good buddies, obviously, but all business tonight, and we're going to do whatever it takes to get a win. And friends off the ice is definitely the same as friends on the ice. So there is no friends on the ice, and you're playing against someone. So we'll see what happens tonight, and hopefully I can we'll get the best of them.
I can't take him seriously at all. So we're always joking around together. So I think tonight will be a little bit more serious, but it'll be good to play against them.
It's a bit of a different challenge for these two players. It's obvious Connor McDavid will be an Edmonton Oiler this year, but Dylan Strome's in a bit of a dogfight to try and crack Arizona's lineup. Dave Tippett did say he's been very impressed with the youngster, that he doesn't play his age. He's very intelligent, and he's been impressed with the way he's looked in the games that he's played in so far. I can also tell you, fellow World Junior teammate Max Domi will be in the lineup tonight as well for Arizona. Anthony Duclair, who also played on that team, will not. As for Connor McDavid, skates on a line tonight with Taylor Hall and Russian upstart Anton Slepyshev. Gino?
Okay, Ryan. Ryan listed a couple of good-looking young prospects coming through the Coyote system right now. A number of young guys trying to crack the lineup. Who do you expect to still be around come opening day?
Well, I expect Max Domi, Anthony Duclair to be around for the Arizona Coyotes for the remainder of the season. But, you look at the camp that Dylan Strome has had, and he has been very strong for the Coyotes. Question is he ready to make the NHL plunge? And I don't believe he is. The feedback I'm getting is he's had a good camp. He's just not quite ready. I suspect he'll go back to Erie. But as Ryan talked about in Duclair and Max Domi's a lock. This guy is ready to make the jump. And the chemistry that he had with Anthony Duclair on the top line for Team Canada at the World Junior Championships has carried over, or so it seems, to the NHL level. But again, things can change when the regular season kicks around. But they've got plenty of good young talent there to build around.
Well, really, the play of Max Domi and Anthony Duclair does factor in with Dylan Strome, because how many young guys can you keep? I mean, that's part of the issue. They haven't made a decision as of today, which is a good thing for Dylan Strome. But what it really looks to is they do know that his smarts are there. They've been really impressed with his smarts, and they do know he plays better with better players. But his experience is so different from Connor McDavid's. Connor McDavid played in 2 World Junior Championships. He had 3 full seasons in the CHL with Erie, and whereas Dylan Strome had a year where he scored 10 goals and then the breakout year, obviously. So very different experiences from an exposure standpoint all the way along the line. And I, too, think that they will send him back to junior.
It's always interesting to watch what a team does when it wants to pass the reins on from the veterans to the younger guys who are coming up and give them a greater sense of leadership. And that apparently is going on right now in Edmonton with the captaincy.
There's a lot of media speculation around it. And, there have been internal discussions. Peter Chiarelli, the general manager, involved. Obviously, the head coach, Todd McLellan, talking with Andrew Ference, the existing and current captain for the Edmonton Oilers. No decision has been made yet. And I think we can understand why. McLellan needs to know that if they're changing that captaincy, the guy who's getting that C is going to have to be ready to be the leader that they need him to be. Otherwise, it doesn't make a lot of sense. And Andrew Ference is okay with change as long as the change is made for all the right reasons and it's the best for the team.
Well, I went through it firsthand, Dregs. I went through it in Philadelphia, and they decided to make a change halfway through the season after 6.5 years as captain. Really, really tough, and I was traded a short time later, so it didn't bode well.
No.
When you get a captaincy taken away, and it disrupted the team at the time, and the Flyers went on to not make the playoffs, and I think it was a big factor. So if they're going to do it, now would be the time.